Hey everybody, we are back with more Dead Man's Hand. The Kickstarter has finally arrived. We're super excited to dig into this. This is a massive and quite heavy box here. It's probably about, good 6-7 inches deep here, and just, you can tell there's like no give on this whatsoever, so this is going to be packed, absolutely packed. So we're going to get this opened up for you guys. We'll show you everything inside as we take a look at the new and improved Dead Man's Hand. Again, there's going to be minis in here, the new rules, tokens, dice, and also some of that lovely new plastic terrain that they've designed. So we're eager to dive in. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we got this opened up here. So we're actually just going to dig through from top to bottom for you instead of laying it all out like we kind of normally do. So we got, and some of these I think are the upgraded components here from the Kickstarter. So, and there's so many unlocks, so it's such a great campaign to be a part of for the revamp here from Great Escape Games. But anyway, so we got these awesome MDF tokens in color, really cool with the different. It's a little hard to manipulate the plastic bag, but there's all the suits in there basically, so that's really cool. Then, without digging in separately now, looks like a roster sheet and then some artwork and things like that. Looks like some instructions coming up on the plastic buildings. Yep. Oops. See if we can get that open or not. So different guides here on how to build. Nothing overly complicated, at least from an initial glance. Plastic will certainly be pretty simple here. Some components too, so stagecoach. Good stuff there. Whoops. Got decks. So all the common cards, 2s to 10, 2 jokers. And then the special faction cards for the initial 4. Oops. So we got 2 of those in there. And love that they just kind of slide out like that. Really cool design as well. Though interestingly, putting them side by side, it's the same thing, but this one slides out. This one's kind of the more typical type of packaging for a card deck. Oh well, no big deal. Some of the plastic minis will continue on and kind of separately get all this unbagged for you guys. But just this is the initial pull through the box, so you can see just how much stuff is packed in here. Buildings, tons of sprues there. And this is another big grab here. So more of the, looks like another building in there, but scatter terrain, things like that. So lots of sprues there. Again, contributing to quite the weight here. So the box is definitely a heavy one. I'd say like 10-15 pounds or something like that. Our dice, again, the game does not use many. So D20 and a D10, good. Got some of the metal coins here, part of the Kickstarter. So really cool stuff there. Love the look of them, the old kind of like silver dollars. So these also add some weight to it. These aren't just like plastic coins. These are metal. And then finally, oops, I should say almost the end. We got the book there. Another token sheet here. So just the typical Dead Man's Hand token sheet. You got movement tokens, hit tokens, ammo, etc. Little measuring device. Good stuff there. And then the Redux redo rulebook here. So, and again, Dead Man's Hand, one of the things I love about it, you're not dealing with like a 300, 400, 500 page rulebook like some of the other games out there. This is nice and simple. And even the original one with all the expansion books together was still rather slim. So we're going to have separate videos where we're going to dig into what's new with the game, revisiting some of the factions, seeing what's changed, things like that, and then doing just a deep dive on, again, this sort of new and improved edition of the game. But we'll be right back. We're going to get some of the components sorted out of the bags here just so you guys can see in more detail some of the minis, some of the buildings, and things like that. So we'll be right back from that. Alrighty guys, we're back. So let's take a look at some of the plastic goodness that is in here. So we got the new plastic wagon with instructions here, and it does come either open or covered, but we got our directions, and you got 2 sprues here. So we'll take a look at this one first, and then we'll get into the other details. So we have our wagon, covered wagon if we want to go that route. Alternately, you can leave it open. Again, a little bit of detail here and there to go on the horses. But overall, good to see this in plastic as opposed to the old metal and MDF one. So, should be easy enough to build. Take a look at the first stage here. More or less simple affair, and some good detailing on their part as well. So, of course, our instructions for that. Then the gunfighters here. So we get all kinds of options here. So really, if you need to customize, like if you're not necessarily building a brand new crew, you just want to customize some extra models for whatever factions you've already been playing, really you should be able to manage just about everything out of here. So let's get that one face up, or right side up too, just to take a look at all the head options there. So all kinds of cool stuff going on, including a few guys with like masks on, bandanas, etc. Really cool, if nothing else, than just the sheer weapon variety and options, right? If you need that extra guy with a shotgun or double barrel shotgun, whatever it might be, rifle, etc. Repeaters, you have copious choices, even a little cactus there on the base. So, and again, you get several male and female gunfighters. I think it's like 10 male, 5 female ones. So, here's some of the female ones. Again, more cactus base components as well. Again, some really neat head designs there, just to really capture different flavors. More and more of those options here. And this is just a repeat of the first one for the men. So in total, 4 sprues there for the minis. Really cool thing here. So the roster pad is nice to have. That's as easy as it is to whip out an army list for a Dead Man's Hand. Again, you're not going to spend hours and hours having to come up with something and consult multiple books. Super, super easy to do. Also cool for campaign play. So it's nice to have that. Plenty of pages included. Some Kickstarter, I think, exclusive postcards here. Some of the concept artwork for the new edition. So just some neat stuff. So kind of collectible, I guess. You can see the characters, I think, from the cover, how they kind of came up with those designs. Neat here. So we have that. Let's take a quick peek at the cards too. So we're going to take a look at this one. Oh, no. I was thinking that they had gone full size, but they're sticking with the small format ones. But still pretty cool. Oh, I love the new backs though. That's cool. Oh, let's get that. That looks awesome. And again, we've looked at the card decks before. We'll have to revisit them as well when we do some faction reviews and things like that. But yeah, that's pretty neat. Let's see what the other box has, if it's exactly the same. I'm kind of curious why they came up with 2 different box designs then. Let's see here. Sorry for the camera shaking here. We're just trying to get that other one open. There we go. Oh no, so okay. These actually are full size. So we have that. I think that's one thing they kind of missed out on. I understand why for the small format, just for like space on the tabletop, especially with the way that you lay out initiative, the cards for initiative each turn and all that. But I think really having them full size makes sense. So, yep, just a little blank card basically. But yes, excellent. We got the 4 main ones for the 4 factions here in the large format. Hopefully they will go back at some point for all the factions, and there's so many in the game, and add their face cards as full-size options moving forward too. I don't know if they'll get like a redo box for some of the factions out there, but that would be a really nice touch just to be able to keep all the cards consistent like that. But it's cool to have options, so that's a neat little touch. So we're happy with that. All right, last bit here. We're gonna be back in just a moment, but we're gonna take a look at the plastic buildings that are included as well. Alrighty guys, so here we have one of the bags opened up that contains the buildings that come in the box. So real quickly here, there's a scatter train sprue, which is pretty cool. So some barrels, coffers, wagon wheels, etc. Little bits of boardwalk, stuff like that. Looks like milk jugs, things like that. So just some neat street scatter, random debris kind of stuff. That's always neat. Again, just definitely adding more to the feel of the game. Then we get 6 sprues here, which I think essentially will make exactly 6 buildings. So they're identical. So we're gonna flip these out and just, it's nice and simple. Definitely not crowded as far as the sprue goes. Basic stuff here. So your 4 walls, front, rooftop, porch area, and then a little bit more fun stuff here. So some birds, doggy, and then the doors and stuff. So nice and simple design. I'm glad they didn't, for these in the starter set at least, complicate these in any way, shape, or form. This is just simple, clean, easy stuff. Especially if you're brand new to the game, never played the original Dead Man's Hand, or haven't invested in like a large MDF collection yet. This is just super simple, quick to build, get it up and running, have a nice little table, play some games, jump in. So really good stuff there. All right, we'll be back one more time just to take a look at the other bag with building bits. All right, guys, and we're winding down to the end here. So we have another sprue here with boardwalks, some, again, other scatter terrain and stuff like that. Then some more of the building sprues here. So we get options also as part of all these building sprues to make either 1-story or 2-story buildings with some different designs, so you can vary up things even right out of the starter box. So good stuff there. But again, big chunky pieces of plastic, super easy to handle. Assembly should be a breeze. Again, there's like 3 whole pieces per sprue on this one, so really should not take any great effort to get a whole Wild West town started up here. And again, you got your floor sprues here. Again, also just one big chunky piece. And again, good detail, whether it's top to bottom. So very, very happy with what they've done here for the Dead Man's Hand Kickstarter. And again, that was all just the starter box. We did get a whole bunch of extra sprues too, just for just having a big chunk of the plastic buildings already. We do have plenty of MDF as well, but again, just to mix and match, vary some things. And then the plastic certainly is overall like an easier thing, I think, to paint in certain respects too. So definitely stoked to jump in, revitalize here. We're wrapping up still some of the paint jobs on the original crews that were out there. We did get a couple other ones that we had forgotten about initially from picking up all the different crews. So we got the boys and the bucks that we'll have some unboxing videos for you guys soon. Still getting all that stuff rapidly in the pipeline. We're still, I think, 4 crews away from having at least our initial collection fully finished. So and then looking forward to, over the course of the summer and really the rest of the year, bringing you guys just a whole lot of battle reports featuring a lot of the other crews, just so you can start seeing just all the reason why you should be playing this game. And there's, I think, like at least like 20 plus factions now, and they've announced more as well. So a lot of exciting stuff coming down the pipeline for Dead Man's Hand. Super happy with this Kickstarter. So check out our Instagram if you want to see like progress on the kits and things like that, assembly. Join our Patreon if you want to support us there for some unique features that we'll have for Dead Man's Hand and some of the other exclusive content. And then, just like I said, stay tuned for battle reports, and we'll have some cool stuff for you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking to the end, and we'll see you very soon with more Dead Man's Hand.